Sit back and relax and just 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 welcome to the
You asked for it, you got it on the Hot Pepper Show. Playing good music and good conversation. The hottest topic that you hear. So let the music flow, resonate your soul. Let it heal your soul. Sit back and relax and just sit back and relax and just. Welcome to the Hot Pepper Show.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Happy Monday. It's Monday. Do you know when I woke up this morning, I thought it was Tuesday. And my cousin says, "Oh, I don't like going to work on Mondays." I go, "It's Monday?" It was just an overwhelming, busy weekend, but I'm so grateful and thankful that I made it to Monday. And you should be too, because you get to watch the Hot Pepper Show again on this beautiful Monday. So I hope that your weekend was great. Hope that your day is going great, and hope that the rest of the week is going to be great also. Just nothing but greatness. So what I did on the weekend, I always tell you guys what I did, even though you don't ask, but then you do ask, so I go ahead and tell you. But what I did on the weekend was we laid to rest my brother-in-law. So we went out of town for a funeral. And so we were there and met some great people. You know, funerals bring people together. You know, you go, "I hadn't seen you in a while. Where you been?" And so I met some new people, saw some old friends. So it was a great gathering of friends and family, and we had a great time. And condolences to my sister. And we love you, sis. We are here for you. We here, like red light, green light, like wet paint on the wall. I don't know what the saying goes, but I'm sure someone will tell me. But anyway, my name is Pepper Thomas. I do this every Monday from 7 p.m. Central. If you are on the East Coast, then it's 8 p.m. But in Central, it's 7 p.m. And what I do every Monday is I interview artists and play their music and introduce you to some artists that you've never heard of before, that you might not, you'd be like, "I don't know who that is." And I play a lot of people who are like behind the scenes, you know, writers, songstress. I've done some, Herb Middleton, who's a writer who's produced for everyone. And yeah, so I do that, and I do a lot of musicians, singers, you know, anyone related to music. I'm here. I love it. My platform on Saturdays, I have a show on Saturdays from 3 to 6 on KAZI, and that is Neo Soul R&B, and I interview artists. So just all around. Oh, and I got to tell you, I got to meet Zeta. I met an artist yesterday. She's in town for South by Southwest here in Austin, and I got to meet Zeta. She is from Canada, and I breathed the fresh air, y'all. I did this impromptu interview with her at the top of the restaurant because she finished. Well, we tried to see her perform. They moved the time up, so by the time we got there, she was getting off stage. But we had a great time, and I'm going to have her on this platform. Her name is Zeta, Zada. She is from Canada, so please Google her and listen to her music. Yeah, she's a lovely young lady. I plan on going back out to the South by Southwest sometime this week. I'm just trying to get it into the schedule because a lot of people are in town and traffic is crazy. Traffic is already crazy in Austin, but it's even crazier when South by Southwest comes into town because everything kind of shuts down because we can't drive anywhere because people are everywhere. So South by Southwest, I should be checking out Peter Jericho. He's going to be my guest on this coming Monday, the 18th of March. Peter Jericho will be my guest. He is from Cameroon by way of Chicago, and he's going to be in town also on Saturday. So I hope to get to see him perform with him being at South by Southwest. So more big things coming, you guys. And I'll tell you the rest of the schedule because I just pinned Algebra. Algebra is going to be on my show, y'all, in April. Algebra is coming to the Hot Pepper Show. She's never been on my podcast, but she has always been on my radio show. But I cannot wait for that. So let's see who's in here. Let's see who's in here. Hello, Carolyn Smith. Hello, Pepper Thomas. Hi, how you doing? Hello, Plus Lart. Am I saying the name right? Because I seem to mess it up. Every time I see your name, I'm like, is it Poslart or is it Postle Art or is it, I don't know. So maybe type the letters for me so I can figure it out. Because, I believe in pronouncing people's names correctly, even when they're difficult. I try to get it right. I put it in my little acronym on how to say it. Carolyn says, so sorry for your family's loss. Condolences to your sister. Yes. And hopefully my sister Glow, where you at, Gloria, where you at? I'm about to text you. I'm about to text you and tell you need to get on because people are giving you condolences, sis. Get on the live. So you guys, tell everyone, share with everyone. If you don't mind, Connie. Okay, I just got this crazy message from someone saying, hello, mate. They're not from the States. Hello, mate. Oh, okay. Hi. I am trying to get 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. Okay, my YouTube channel. So if you're just not joining, please, and my guest who's coming up, Khari, you need to follow me on my YouTube channel. I see your head kind of, now he's shaking his head like, okay, I got you. And he gave me a thumbs up. So you guys, follow me on my YouTube channel. It is The Hot Pepper Show TV. That's my YouTube channel. And I have 2 podcasts. One is about to start back up. We've already done 1 episode, and it is entitled 4, the number 4, Corners, Corners, W. Pepper Thomas. So it's 4 Corners, W. Pepper Thomas. I can't even talk. So please subscribe to that channel also, because we're trying to get these subscriptions up, and it's free. So that way you will know. Ring the bell, the notification bell, so you'll be notified whenever I come on. Whenever I decide to pop on. But on this Hot Pepper Show, it's every Monday. 4 Corners will be, we're trying to maybe do a pop-up like twice a month. That's what we're looking at. So just stick around and we'll let you know about that. So the gentleman that I'm interviewing today, I love his name. I didn't tell him this, so I'll have to talk about it when I get on here because I want to know what it stands for because it's so unique because you want to say it, different kinds of ways. But I was told to say it properly by his cousin. So I thought it was spelled another way, but of course it's not. So I am interviewing today Khari Cabral. Did I say Cabral right? Khari Cabral Simmons and Ron Smith last week said your whole name. I said, Ron, you gonna tell his whole name? And then I go to the website and I go, oh, he has his whole name on the website. So I guess it's okay to say your middle name. So everyone, let me play a song by him. And then the next voice you will hear will be himself and myself. So we can get this started. So let's see. I take notes and I got notes on what I need to be doing and what I need to be saying. So I want to play something to introduce him. As y'all hear the paper, yeah, I'm just rattling. It is not professional, but this is an impromptu show, so we hear everything, right? Everything. That's what we do. So let's play. You know what? Okay, let's do this. I'm going to play a song that. Let me do this song, everyone. This is Khari, and let's play this and then we'll get into him when we come on. So keep it right here on the Hot Pepper Show with Khari Simmons. Check it out. So can we say that you just played your air bass guitar?
Yeah, I do that. I will do that from time to time. If something's going on, it's like it's like I could see it, so it's like I gotta mimic
Feel
it,
it?
whether
Yeah,
there's a bass in my hands or not. Yeah.
there's a bass in your hands not. So I want to say welcome, 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 Khari Cabral Simmons.
Thank you,
I
thank
need
you,
to do,
thank you, thank
I
you.
need to do a voiceover for you. Khari Cabral.
I'll take that voiceover too. Yep. Maybe even turn it into like a ringtone or get you on my voicemail, something like that. Yeah,
Thank
something like
you.
that needs to
Let
happen.
me
Yeah,
know. I'll be like,
100%.
this Khari, okay?
Right,
Yeah, leave a message.
right, right.
And
Busy
your
playing
voicemail
bass.
is so cool because you say on there, I might have a bass in my hand or something. I might be playing a bass or a bass might be, I don't know. You like I might be practicing a bass or something. It says something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because so it's always either like I mean shows kind of, but like shows, sound checks, but
Uh-huh.
sound checks and sessions, and you just see the phone like right there, and it's just like Dad, I want to answer the phone. It's just that I'm still recording this, So just I put that on there so that I get a little bit of grace from
I
people.
was gonna say you be
Mhm.
ignoring your daddy.
Yeah. Only when I'm recording or playing. That's it. That's
Okay,
it.
Dad, if you look
Yeah.
at this later,
Yes.
it's
Just
not
know that's
intentional.
why.
That's
Yeah.
why.
Yeah. Just
And I'm
know
telling
that's
the
why.
truth because I'm live on the Hot Pepper Show, so it's true.
Yes, exactly. It's of course it's true.
Of
Yeah,
course it's true.
exactly. It's on the Pepper Show. Yeah. How you
So
doing, Pepper?
I'm doing great. I was about to ask you the same thing. I'm excited. I had told you before that I really didn't think this was gonna take place because you had me walking. Where's the line? Here's the line, y'all.
Right. I had you
Yo,
walking that line a little bit.
I was like, the line was like
I
this.
Sure.
It's like,
Sure,
okay,
sure.
I can't balance. I'm about
Yeah,
to fall.
my apologies for having you walk that tightrope just a
Woo!
little bit, but I am glad. Yeah, but I'm glad we landed here comfortably and
Yes,
securely. Yes,
it's
yes,
comfort and
yeah.
security.
And
Actually,
I'm
you guys,
here.
I threatened him. So after I
Yes,
threatened him, then he
yeah,
was like, well, you know what? I better do something because this
yeah. I
ain't
better
looking
do
too
this.
good.
But it was a nice threat, though a
It
threat.
was a nice
Yeah,
threat.
yeah. It was the nice kind. Yeah,
Because you
yeah.
know what?
You had,
After I
yeah,
sent it, I said, does this sound okay? And they were like, yeah. And I said, okay, good. They said, did you send it? I said, yeah, I sent it already. So if you would have said it wasn't good, I would have been like, eh.
yeah. Right. No. It's right on the money. And here I am.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Glad to be here too.
I'm glad you're here. Let's see some of these comments. Okay, so my sis who just lost her husband, she says, sorry, I was
Yeah. No.
outside.
Sure.
Thank,
Yeah. I'm
thank you,
sorry.
Gloria, for
And
coming
my
in.
condolences to her, to
Yes,
you, because I think
yes,
she's watching. So
yes,
yeah.
yes.
So sorry about that.
So she said she just came in from
Sorry.
eating outside with Wanda. Well, I'm glad you came in, sis, from eating outside. Thank you so much, Carolyn. She says, thank you, Carolyn, for your condolences. Okay, and I'm gonna get this name right. Poslart,
Mm-hmm.
Art. Woo,
Mm-hmm.
woo, woo, woo. That bass line woke me up. So excited for this
Good, good,
interview. I'm excited too.
good,
I'm excited too.
good, good, good.
And Carolyn
Yes.
says, welcome, Khari.
Thank you,
She said
Carolyn. Thank you.
Cabral, but it's Cabral. Cabral.
Yeah, yes, it's a B, but that
It's
we'll take a
but
chance
that's
for the
fine.
day.
Hey, look,
Yeah.
it could be worse, right?
Cabral. Cabral.
Cabral. Oh, she said, oops. Yeah,
Yeah.
she caught it before we said it.
No, it's okay.
And they
All
said,
good.
you got it, Pepper.
Yep.
Arts. Okay, I guess I'm
Yes.
saying the name correct. Art.
Yes, there you
So,
go.
Khari, tell everyone where you are originally from.
Sure. So I had a childhood where I moved around a lot. So,
Okay.
and by moved around a lot, I meant like born, and after a year, my parents moved to New Orleans, which is where my father is from. And after a couple of years in New Orleans, my dad got a job working with MCA at the time. So we moved out to Los Angeles. So from the time I'm 3 to 10 years old, I'm in Los Angeles. From the time I'm 10 to about 16, 17 years old, I'm in Princeton, New Jersey. And then I went to school at Morehouse. So once I started Morehouse, I've essentially been in Atlanta ever since.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
out of the traveling that you've done from, 3 to now, has Atlanta been your saving grace for the many travels that you've done? Is that the place that you would consider like this is home? I'm not here because I have to be, but I'm here because I want to be.
Yeah, I would absolutely say that Atlanta is home. I've been in Atlanta a long time, and I've also moved away since being here. I mean, a lot of this time has been touring regularly,
Okay.
and then I moved away a couple of different times, but wound up back here, and I just feel like it's given me a lot, and I'm also in the phase where I'm really ready to give a lot to it.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah,
Nice.
so the time with Atlanta is still going. Yeah.
So music, what did your father do for MCA? Was he
Just entertainment attorney at that time.
oh, nice.
Yeah,
Oh, so
yeah,
you got
yeah.
the ins and the outs and the do's and the don'ts and what you
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. All of that. It's a really unique time. When he was around a lot of a lot of names that a lot of people know, but also a lot of people don't know. Probably the more famous name these days, a lot of people know the name Clarence Avant, right?
Yes,
Like that's the
yes,
more
yes,
popular name now.
yes. Uh-huh.
Less popular are names like Stanley Bethel, LeBaron Taylor,
Okay.
Virgil Roberts, but
Mhm.
these are just a few out of quite a decent sized pool of black executives, attorneys, A&R people, radio people, and A&R label heads, whatever
Mhm.
that sort of made up the black Hollywood of
Mm.
the mid to later 70s into early 80s that really saved the entertainment industry. And so it's a story that's not talked about as much, but he was a very young attorney in the midst of all of these people at the time. Yeah.
Nice. So is your
Yeah,
mom,
Robert DeLeon. Yeah.
is anyone in the family besides yourself musically inclined?
No, no other musicians really in my family. That being said, I do have I have a cousin on my dad's side who is a producer who does produce, and then also on my mom's side, I have one cousin who plays zydeco. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. So I have one cousin who plays accordion, does zydeco, and I also have a cousin who's a rapper from Texas. His name is Papa Chuck.
Papa Chuck.
Mm-hmm.
What part of
Yep.
Texas? He's in Houston or what?
Yeah, he's Houston.
Okay.
Yeah, he had sort of like I think a Houston like back in the days of like Rap City and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. Like he
Uh-huh.
had like a pretty well known song I think but it was like '94, so that was like 30 years ago now. But he still puts out music. Yeah, a rapper named Papa Chuck. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Hmm.
sounds like a Houston name.
Yes, it sure does. Yeah, he's Houston. He is
I'm like,
Houston.
doesn't sound like it's Austin or Dallas or San Antonio.
Yeah,
It's like, is that like a Houston kind of name there?
sounds like
Yes.
H Town.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
So let
yeah.
me go to another song that I truly love because this is how I found out about you.
Okay,
You're like,
cool. cool. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm curious to see which
I,
one it is.
I know you are,
Yeah, I
because
am.
if I would have never witnessed this person, one of my favorite artists in the whole wide world, if I would have never gone to this concert and had seen this person, I would have never met you. You're like, ooh, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. Yes,
Okay,
I'm in. Uh-huh.
okay,
Uh-huh.
y'all. Here is Khari along with one of my favorite artists right here on the Hot Pepper Show.
Oh yeah.
Hey. I met him at Lovers Park one rainy April Monday, smiling soft and warm as on a clear December Sunday. Wearing taffeta and lace, he matched my braided hair with his cornrows. He turned and sang to me. He said hi, I asked him why. Was he looking with sorrow when there were much brighter days in store for him tomorrow? He looked up at me and smiled and said, why, I don't know, but would you agree to stay with me? And I said, never in your sun. I said, never in your sun. And I said, I will only come in your pouring rain to relieve your pain. So if you're at Lovers Park and someone looks with sorrow, ask them why are they so sad when sun shines there tomorrow. They'll reply they don't know why and ask you please to stay till the end of time. And when they're fine, be kind and say, never in your sun. Never in your sun. Then say, I will only come in your pouring rain to relieve your pain. Never, ever, never in your sun. Never in your sun. Believe that I will only come in your pouring rain to relieve the pain. La, 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 la. Oh, la, 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 la. Oh, oh. La, 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 la. Oh,
Oh, I love that song. It is such
I'm
a
so glad.
good.
I'm so glad that you do.
It's such a summer, spring, fall,
Yeah.
winter. It doesn't matter. You just put it on and just it takes you to a place.
Yeah, we love that song. It is it's a really for it's a Stevie Wonder song, and for Stevie it's a pretty obscure one because it's on a album that's called In Square Circle,
Mhm,
which has a couple of hits like Part-Time Lover and
mhm,
also Go Home is on
mhm,
there. But
mhm.
this is like song number 8 on the record, and it sounds nothing like that.
Oh
But
wow.
at that time, yeah, it doesn't sound anything like we did it. But uh, India was going to be on the record, and we were trying to we were like, we were working on figuring out how to get her on the record, and
Right, right.
we tried a couple things, and we were going to write a song, but then, after a while, after it went on a while, I was like, I know exactly how to get India to do this.
To do it.
I was like, get a Stevie Wonder song,
Mhm,
and then I got this acoustic guitar player who's a Brazilian, because there's some Brazilian
mhm,
musicians that I
mhm,
play with in Atlanta. So this guy is from Rio. He played guitar, and then the guy who's doing the percussion on there is a guy from Sao Paulo, a brilliant
mhm.
percussionist named Rafael Pereira, who also plays for Janelle Monáe, percussion for Janelle.
Okay.
So yeah, so I got that. So I knew it's like if I get guitar and some percussion, play a
Mhm.
little upright bass, make it Stevie Wonder. I was like, and sure enough, she was like, "Hey, send it
That's
to me."
it.
And
Yeah.
vocals done within 72 hours, and yeah,
Yeah.
I knew that was the way the way
Y'all
to
killed it.
sew it
Y'all
up.
killed it. I think you need to
Yeah, thank you.
it's because it's been a while because it was on a compilation project.
Hmm.
I think you need to re-release it.
Okay, yeah, hey, uh, done.
I think you should.
Okay, okay,
Just because
I can take
just
that
because
advice.
Pepper said it, I think you should.
Yep. Okay, yeah, no problem. Yeah, that we could do. I can listen to Pepper on that all day
Ah!
long. Yeah,
Yeah,
no
yeah,
problem.
it's
Yeah,
good.
thank
Um,
you.
you're welcome. You're welcome. So, Envision for Independence said he has a true radio voice.
Oh, okay. You know what? Maybe it's time to let the bass sit down. Maybe it's time to let the bass sit down for a moment and get
Or
into the radio.
why don't you do the radio and play the bass at the same time while you're talking? Like
Hey
every
now,
note that you're speaking,
that's right.
the bass is
Right,
going with
right.
every
It's
note
right.
up
Like
and down.
yes, yes. Make Donnie Simpson and Marcus Miller one person.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay. I appreciate that envision.
Hallelujah.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Exactly. There it is. Keep those ideas coming. I need them.
You're right. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, Envision for Independence also said he sounds like he has a Black history lesson for all of us. Yes, he does. Because when you were speaking about your dad, it's like, yeah, that is history. And thank
Oh
you for
yeah.
sharing it because, of course, history is trying to be taken out of our schools and the system, and no one wants to talk about it. But on here, we talk about our history, Black history, which is history.
100%, and
Yes.
envisions exactly right, and it's and even that's a little piece that's just not, that's just a, yeah, it's just an under talked about thing. I mean, again, we know at this point Clarence Avant we know about, I
Mhm,
think,
mhm.
because he got very popular,
Right.
especially with his ascension into the outskirts of politics
Mhm,
and a lot of things like that,
mhm.
and so he got exactly all that she that he deserved,
You're right.
whereas I think for a lot of these people, they I don't know that their song has been sung like it could or should, I guess.
Mm, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Hmm.
So another
Yeah.
comment from Pos Art is, I wanted to ask, out of all the fantastic bassists out there, whom have you learned the most from listening to, and what bassist do you like to listen to the most?
Oh yeah. That is a fabulous question. Yep. Okay. So yeah, you got about 10 minutes before you have to. Yeah. So if you need to
Yeah.
get a little tea or something, this would be the right time.
Okay, everyone, get your
Okay.
tea. Get your tea. Get
Yep.
your water.
Exactly.
Get
Yeah.
your tea.
Get
You're
what you
about to get
need.
schooled right now.
Okay. Because I can. Yeah. Okay. So if it goes in stages, so I started when I was really young on bass guitar. The
Okay.
first the absolute first I'll say influences for me
Mhm,
were there were two people from how I play and approach bass.
mhm,
It all came from listening to Prince, and it basically came from 1999, Controversy, and Dirty Mind. It's the bass playing on those albums, in particular 1999, because when I picked up bass guitar, my first thought about bass was, oh yeah, that instrument that drives the groove on Lady Cab Driver. Like that was just what I thought about bass. And then the other thing was there's in '85 there was this unique time where a lot of the pop artists started including jazz in their music. The ones that some of the people that got popular from that era would like Sade, Anita Baker, Basha, Swing Out Sister, Simply Red. There's sort of this thing, but Sting changed when he left the Police, changed his band, and he got a bass player named Daryl Jones in his band, who previously had been playing for Miles Davis. But when I saw him in that Sting video, it's like in my head, that's what a bass player looks like. So it's like I was emulating the way he looked, but also the way Prince played. So that was sort of my earlier life that I built on that. Then I would say around the time I got in college, I actually was really very much so into Marcus Miller. So Marcus Miller, from the work he had done with David Sanborn and the various albums that he was on, because when I was younger, while a lot of people, I still heard a lot of the stuff that anybody my age in the 80s would have been hearing as a teenager, but I was really into a lot of the GRP recording stuff. So I was really into the Lee Ritenour and the, Dave Grusin, Joe Sample and stuff like that. So I heard Marcus Miller a lot and always loved his playing. And then I would say, in addition to that, like when I got into college, I started discovering the UK soul or the acid jazz movement. And so a lot of those bass players I really got into as well. So the bass players for Incognito. So, you can almost mark it by the bands. Incognito, Jamiroquai, Brand New Heavies, all those bass players and everything they did definitely meant a lot to me. But also at that time, in the 90s, there was the person who really, really, really influenced me from a bass perspective, Michelle Gaelle cello.
Oh, wow. And she doesn't get the accolades that she deserves because she is so slept on. Like she is, yeah.
She is. And it's a lot of people, I think, who are artists who can do more than just the one thing, like Michelle from the perspective of being a vocalist and a writer, and just the way she can sort of sheds old skin and allows the new to grow as an artist. It's easy to forget, as prolific as she is as an artist, that found how great if she was only a bass player, right, she would be one of the most celebrated ones. I think it was that way for Prince as a guitar player too.
Wow. Well, I'm looking at you and I'm really paying attention to you, but this line, these comments over here are like,
oh yeah, oh no, I like comments. Yeah.
They are like, okay, so let's go back up here. So thank you for that question, House Art. And Envision says, no, you can do it all. Yes, we were talking about that before the interview started, right? We were like, all the things that we do, and you were like, oh. And then Khari says, what sign are you? I was like, Scorpio. He's like,
yeah,
that explains it. It's like,
yeah.
Adventure says, Pepper, it's me, Tracy. Oh, hey, Tracy. Don't know why it logged me under my business account. Sorry, no problem. Thank you, Slona, for joining us. Hola. BSC Recordings, which is out of Connecticut. What's your feelings about Miller? Okay.
Yes.
And then he says, Pepper T, he just answered my question. So while you were saying it, he was typing it.
Right.
And then Envision says, this man can tell a story. Yes, you can, because you like, let's take it back to when I was 3 years old. And then I was 10. And then I was, So BSC Recording says, what are your thoughts about Dana Hawkins on bass?
I have to be honest. I'm not hip to Dana Hawkins. So I really couldn't answer that question. But here's what I'll do. I'm making myself a note now that when we are concluded, I'm going to look up. Hawkins. Yeah, I'm going to check out Dana. Yep, Dana Hawkins. I'm just putting this here.
Is Dana male or female?
Yeah, that yep, that's yep. Okay. I'll put that down.
Cool. And then
Yep.
Passard said, fantastic answer, Khari. Got all my notes taken. Yes,
Okay.
thank you for that question.
Ooh,
That was a great question. Great
that was a
question.
great question. It was.
Jestrick Eric, who is out of Pennsylvania, he says, good evening. I was feeling a boss scaz vibe, very jazz and blues smooth. Yes.
Yep. Yeah. I love Skaggs.
Yes. Jay Turtle says, hello, Pepper. Hey, Jay Turtle. And BSC Recording says male. So Dana.
Okay, Dana Hawkins, the male. Okay, I'll
Nice.
look him up. Yeah, when we're done. Thank you for dropping that name.
So since I played India.Arie, so India
Yes.
was signed to Motown, and
Yes.
or she was signed to Motown, and then it was about time for her to tour, right?
That's right.
And she called you up and says, Khari, you want to go on tour? And you're like, sure, I'm not doing anything. Let's do it.
Yeah, it essentially goes something like that. Yeah, it essentially. We had so India and I come from a collective of musicians and artists that for about 3 years we had a collective, and that collective was called Groovement. It's called Groovement. From that collective, there was a couple of artists, like so Anthony David was a part of that. Rhonda Thomas was a part of that. Dana Johnson, who's one half of Avery Sunshine, was a part of that. Paige Lackey Martin, who writes for Tamia in India and wrote for Mesa and Incognito. She's a great songwriter. She was a part of that, and so many more. So we had a artist collective, and we were really determined. At that point, we were really determined to bring back what we thought to be good music, or what was lacking in Black radio at the time. We wanted to bring it back. So you sort of, and you did have, so at that time, that was the early stages of neo soul, right? So you had the flagship neo soul, if you want to call them flagship, and you had so D'Angelo was there, the Lauryn Hill album was there, Maxwell was there, and of course Erica. And I would also include in the first league of neo soul artists, I would actually include the UK artist named Omar. I'd actually include Omar. I'd include him in that. Yeah. So we wanted to take that vibration that was really coming up of getting away from, heavily sampled and not real instruments and yada yada yada, and get back to the time of like horn arrangements, backing vocals, and Fender Rhodes pianos, real bass guitar, and and also a message, right? So we were part of this arts collective. The arts collective sort of disbanded around 2000. India had been signed to Motown, and there's about a year or so that we really didn't see India around Atlanta a lot, because she had gotten signed and she was writing her album in Nashville, and then recording her album between Nashville and with some other people in Atlanta, and then of course she had to be up in New York with the Motown office, because at that time, Kadar Massenberg up there and everything. So in that time, we all did different things. I started working with another New York label on my own stuff at that time, but it's very independent and very much so in like that house music world. So kind of in the world where you would find like Louis Vega and Kenny Dope and stuff like that, or Groove Collective, some of that kind of stuff. And then, but sure enough, around India's album released in 2001, and it was like right after we all went to VH1 and saw that video, the video for video, and we were, because it was very odd. Like India was one of like 12 different like bands and artists, so everybody was getting their deals and doing their stuff. Donnie was also a part of that. I love Donnie. Donnie, the colored section.
Yes,
yep, exactly.
All the time.
Okay, yep, yeah. So Donnie was a big part of that collective. And and also including India, we were certain that he would be the most famous out of us all, the one you would really hear about, but anyway, and so one day we're all everybody's going about their business, everybody turns on the VH1 Soul, the show that was on at the time. We saw her video, and we're like, wait, whoa, what? Wait a minute. Whoa, wait.
Video made it?
Yeah. She actually, we knew she got signed, but like, wait a minute. Here she is with all the other people that we're watching and loving. Here she is coming on right after Jill Scott, and then she was sort of at that place. And then a little after that, she asked me and the drummer from that I played with, who was in my band. She got us to come in and join her band. And then the first thing that happened, and this is very cool. So we got with her, and we were going to go on tour opening for Maxwell. So we're over the moon because we're opening for Maxwell. But then but that's right after the Urban Hang Suite had been out for I guess 3 years at that point, and it kind of took a while between Urban Hang Suite and Embria. There I think there was a while, or maybe it was between Embria and the one that came after that. So he was still working on the album. It didn't come out right on when they thought.
Right.
So we didn't get Maxwell, and it just so happened that India went to do a show in London. She opened up for Music Soul Child.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and this like in 01. But she just went and just did it acoustically, just like by herself, or with her, and her playing acoustically with some backing vocalists. But Music Soul Child that night was being looked at to go on tour to be the opening act for Sade.
What?
Sade saw India perform
and said, "Can you?" Yeah.
So the first tour,
the tours with India. I mean, for Sade, you like 3 or 4 years with Sade.
it was less than that. It was less time than that, but we were out with them for, I think, 100 days and 100 nights.
And I bet you were like,
all the entire. I mean, listen. First of all, Sade, you can't say enough about that, right? Because that's the biggest. That's for a lot of us. That's it, right? We're going to be next to Sade. Who's even conceiving of that, right? Who's been a Sade fan for all that time. But then also, I'm a fan of Sweetback, her band, who had done a project in the 90s. And also her main backing vocalist, who was named Leroy Osborne, who's that male voice on all over the Stronger Than Pride album, and the Never Is Good and all that kind of, that dude. So it was one of the best times of my life.
Wow. And I spoke to Tony Morrell the other day because he's with Sade. And I was like, Tony Morrell,
that's my guy.
I was like, where have you been? He's like, Pepper, I'm inboxing you now. I was like, dude, I gotta get you on my show. Yeah, I love Tony Morrell. His voice is,
I think he's one of the best male vocalists of our time. And if you had to categorize it and put it in soul, then sure. But I think that the work he's done on his own solo material, the work he's done with Real People and Incognito, it's stellar work.
It is. So
yeah. That was my buddy on the tour. Yeah, and I met Tony on that tour, and I had just gotten the Incognito album Stranger Than Fiction, which was the first album that he ever got. And he probably talked to you about how he got that Sade gig as well, right? Yep. So, with that, he just got on it. I had just seen him with Incognito. And then, of course, Sade loves Bluey. So when Bluey started talking about Tony, it was amazing. It was
great to have great referrals. You hear someone and you believe their word. You go, hey, if they said good things about you, well, what could go wrong, right?
100%. And I mean, the one, sure. And if Bluey says it, everybody listens because so many people in the UK picked apart all of Bluey's bands. So, I mean, Simply Red got, their players from him. Basha got her players from them. Sade. They're like, if they're in Bluey's band, like they barely need an audition. We know they can play with our stuff.
Exactly.
But yeah, that was great. Yeah. Wow. So that was the first tour with India.
Man, so everyone, this is Khari Cabral Simmons. Khari Cabral Simmons.
Yeah. All the hands with all the names. Yeah.
Khari Cabral.
Yeah. All of it. Yep. Every last bit of that.
So let's see here. Let's see. Just right. Eric says salt is salty, but pepper is hot.
Ooh, that's a good one right there. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Sure.
Thank you. Thank you, Eric. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yes. Well said. Well put.
I know. Let's get back into some music. I want to play. I would like to play. Oh, let's see. Okay, I got to play a song by one of my favorite people in the world, and you're wondering who it is.
I am.
His name is Cleveland P. Jones.
Oh, okay. Do you love
I've
some
been,
Cleveland then?
I've interviewed him twice on my radio show. He has
Okay.
been on my podcast.
Okay.
So
Yeah. That's
I love some Cleveland, and I was like, "Oh, Cleveland is all over this album." And the album is entitled Five. And why five? 5 members, 5 years, five stars, five what?
yes, exactly. It wound up being the fifth Jiva album.
The fifth.
Because sometimes I don't use the Jiva name depending on the personnel. If I
Right.
feel like it's more me more than the personnel, then I'll just use my name. But I had assembled a new crew, and that was absolutely a group, and I wanted to have the group name there. So it's the fifth offering by the group.
Nice. Yeah. So when we come back, you got to tell us how you came with the name Jiva, because
you got it.
I'm curious. So everyone, this is music
Cool.
by I'm going between Hard Times and Show Me the Way.
Yeah, that's I can't help you there.
Listen, you're like, I don't know.
I wish I could. Yeah, you're gonna have to flip that coin on your own.
You know what? Let's do Hard Times.
You got it.
Yeah. So this is Hard Times, you guys, right here on the Hot Pepper Show. Let's check it out.
Close your eyes and rest your tired body next to mine. Nobody knows more than you. These hard times that we're living through. But baby, we'll go on and on. God knows we got each other. So kiss me hard and long. Hard times we can get over. Yeah. Now, son, hate must die with his bag of tricks, cheats, and dirty lies. Nobody smiles and nobody cries, and no one seems to care if they live or die. 'Cause baby, we'll go on and on. Lord knows we've got each other. So come on, kiss me hard and long times we can get over. Yeah. Ballots and boxes, bullets and guns, and the outlaw always rides in front.
to me. Lord knows we've got each other. So kiss me hard and Lord tonight we can get over, yeah, we can get over, we can get over, we can get over, yeah.
Nice.
Hey, thank you.
You're
Always
welcome.
like that one.
I do too. So,
Yeah.
Khari, are you good at whistling?
Yes. So that's me on Never in Your Sun, that little
Yeah.
solo. That's
I,
actually me. And there's another artist. Do you know Julie Dexter
yes,
already?
I do, because you guys did a project together, and I interviewed Julie probably 50, 18 years ago on my radio show. It's been a long
Wow.
time. Yes.
Okay.
Julie
So
Dexter.
yeah, okay. Yeah, and we have that project together. There's a song on that project where I'm whistling through a melody as well. So yeah. So every now and then I'll bust that out.
Oh, well, I could tell you
Yeah.
could whistle because I was listening to you on the first song. I was like, is he over there? And in tune?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I probably
I
was.
was like,
Yeah. It's
wow.
good that you have the mic muting capabilities over there. Yeah, because otherwise I whistled through that whole thing. Yeah, but I'm glad you played that one. That's actually Hard Times is a song from it's a song, I don't know if you had heard the original version or not.
No, I
But
didn't.
it's from you know the band Dr. Buzzard's original Savannah band?
Yes,
They,
yes,
yeah,
yes,
everybody, the Cherchez Le Femme, right? That's the one that everybody knows. Yeah,
yes.
that fun one.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
So it's actually it's a song from their album, and with I did a rearrangement with keyboard player who played for a lot of people in the scene called Julius Speed, and we wanted to rearrange it to feel like almost like a '60s Burt Bacharach song.
Oh,
So
wow.
we rearranged that tune, which was sort of it was a ballad, but we sort of put a different thing on it and gave it a little bit of a, I guess the drum feel kind of feels like a little bit like some of that stuff in the '60s too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like,
Hmm.
I like.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a favorite of ours, the
Yeah,
original. Yeah.
nice, nice, nice. So let's see the comments. Just I see Eric says, I don't think you remember I told you that when you had the amazing Carol Riddick, um, Micah Paris on, I said you were gonna, and you said you were gonna steal it from me. Yes, Eric, I remember who you are. I just had to laugh. Yeah.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
wow, this is a
Right.
rich,
Yeah.
glorious
I'm a
voice. Yeah. And that glorious voice is Cleveland P. Jones.
Yes, it is. Cleveland Jones is the vocalist on that.
Yes. Yeah.
He's a great
Yeah.
singer.
Check him out.
Yeah.
He has music out. Google his name and you will not be disappointed. It's nice and rich
You
and
won't.
just raw and fresh and, all
He's
of that.
fantastic. He
Yeah,
is.
he is. He is.
Yeah.
June Murphy
Yeah.
says, nice, so very nice. Thank you, June, for joining
Yeah.
us.
Thank
And
you.
Carolyn says, great vibe.
Good. Yeah. Yeah.
Good, good,
Good.
good. So how did
Good.
you
Oh, I
come up
love
with
that.
the name Jiva?
Yep. So with Jiva,
Mhm,
spelled Jiva, I
mhm,
was back in school. I started so probably around the same time that I was again like hearing all this great this UK soul acid jazz movement. I was also in Morehouse. I started studying meditation, transcendental meditation, and started reading about sort of like sonic healing.
oh, yeah.
Frequencies that could run through the body and actually counteract disease. I mean, there's a lot more study on it now, and it's not
Mhm,
something that we have mastered yet. But
mhm,
it's almost like but it's like everything sometimes with things being, in this age, things are often driven by money, and things are often driven by a military industrial complex.
mhm, mhm,
So just like now they're using sound as as a weapon, right? So like now there are sonic cannons, right, that are used to disorient people.
mhm,
And though they're not widely used, they exist and they could be. could be used at any point, I guess. But inversely, if you can disorient somebody with a sonic cannon, then surely you could take sound and study it enough to heal somebody.
Mm,
And I think that, and I think that this is, something that we will be seeing more and more and more. But as I was studying those things, I also, you go into sort of a lot of Eastern philosophy when you're starting to look at a lot of that stuff.
mhm,
And while I was reading different texts, I kept seeing Jiva brought up, and Jiva really is that Sanskrit word for soul, or the piece of the creator that exists within all
mm.
living beings. So that, yeah. And when I saw that, it just,
That was
there it
it.
is. Yeah.
Right. I love the thought process behind it because I mean the things that you were saying, it's true. When people do listen to, the energy of people is interesting. You can pick up on that, but I think listening to music, that tone, that especially when you're sitting in meditation and you're just taking it in and just
Yeah.
release and just yeah.
Absolutely. And I find that there are a healthy handful of artists that are now really taking that on sound as really a healing mechanism. Now the new thing at like yoga studios, you now see this thing, sound baths, where
Mhm,
people are taking these bowls and bringing you through a whole thing with that. That's
mhm.
another part of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I love yoga. I
Yes.
did
Yep.
yoga
Yep.
for 2
So do
years,
I.
and I was like, man, yeah, I need to get back into it because yoga, it's
Yeah.
great for the body,
Yeah.
great for
It
yeah.
is. It's probably the thing with which I have the outside of connecting with people, it's probably the thing with which I have the closest relationship in my life other than music.
Mm,
So for me, it's really music and yoga are the things that I connect to the most and keep as practices
yeah,
in my life that I feel like keep me balanced and maybe even help me grow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Khari. Look at you
Yes.
getting all this knowledge today.
Oh yeah. Yeah, hope it's not too much.
Oh
Hope it's all
no,
on point. Okay, yeah.
this is all good. We love information. We love information, and thank you for sharing it with us.
Thank you
Um,
for letting me
Sona
be here to
says,
do so.
awesome, awesome. And James Shorts,
Oh
thank you finally, James. Thank James for finally joining because James says,
yeah.
I'm trying to get on. I'm over here going,
Right, right.
are you
Get on the
on?
thing, right?
Get on. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like
I got
everyone's
you.
like, I can't get on, I can't get on, I can't. So yeah, so
Right,
we
right,
think
right. That's all right. Glad James made it in.
glad James made it, and he's in Houston. So we have people from
Okay,
Houston, from
Houston.
Killeen, Texas, Austin, Texas, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, Marlin, Texas. Yeah, everyone is Houston, another Houston, Texas. So yeah, everyone is coming in. Eric says, "Thank you, Khari, for taking the time to pop in to the Hot Pepper Show. Absolute Black excellence."
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you saying that, and it's
Yeah,
my pleasure.
yeah. Thank you,
Yeah,
just for Eric. Carolyn
yeah.
says, "Definitely not too much. Thank you for sharing." See,
Oh,
everybody's
good.
saying
Okay.
this.
All right.
And
I'll take that. Thank you.
And James is saying thank you to you because I was like, he couldn't get in. So he's saying, Kyrie, thank you.
Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, got you. Right, right. Because he wasn't texting me in the meantime. So yeah, so I was just like, oh yeah, James.
Exactly.
Right,
Oh,
right.
James.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
James, you made it.
Yay, you made it.
Hey, James,
Yay.
hey.
Yeah, yeah.
Why
Exactly.
not? Why not?
Exactly.
So
That's right.
Cross Art said, oh, I learned about some of what you spoke of listening to.
Oh, who's that? Is that Tasiji Munoz?
That's what, thank you for saying that
Tasiji
because I'm
Munoz?
like going,
Yeah, okay.
glad to hear another dimension of spirituality and music.
Yeah, which is a big thing. I'm a big lover of like a lot of spiritual jazz. So big lover of Pharoah Sanders, a
Mm,
big lover of the Salam Ensemble, Lonnie Liston Smith, and a lot of people like that. A lot of the sort of spiritual jazz and spiritual jazz funk is stuff that means a lot to me. So that connection through sort of spiritual connection and ascension through jazz, soul, and funk is a thing. And of course that sort of really exists in a lot of our communities, just of course with church, any kind of music that falls under church music. But yeah, I'm really into that. So yeah, I understand. I hear when she's saying about Munoz. I'm right there. Yeah.
Because I was like, pronounce that. Thank you, Khari.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. No problem. No problem.
I was like, is that said? I'm just saying.
Yeah, yeah. No,
I was like,
you have to look at. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And then IJI, and you see them all dotted. It's like, wait, what? So I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you there.
I'm like, someone on here knows what that is.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah, it's all good.
I don't know. Answer that, Khari. Answer it.
Yeah. I got you. I'm here for you for the things that I actually do. Yeah, do recognize. Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
Let me ask you this. You might not know, but I'm curious since we mentioned his name earlier. What is Donnie doing? Do you know what Donnie's doing?
Donnie. Yes, yep. Donnie will get back to me from time to time.
Okay.
But Donnie. So you know how great his album is. The colored section.
I play it all the time.
Another album that is the songs are definitely the same level of brilliant. And it's another and it's a piece called The American Mythology.
It came in. He did that after it, right?
Yeah, he did that. He did that afterwards. So he's still working on The American Mythology because he's working into making it a musical.
Oh, okay. Well,
that's
because I did have that one, but I love the color section. Is
Cloud
Nine, Welcome to the Color Section. I played it 2 weeks ago because Black History Month. I'm like, y'all, look here. This is for y'all to listen to this. Yeah. Excellent.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yep. I completely agree.
Yeah.
Completely. Yeah.
So everyone, this is Khari. Khari, give them how can they find you on social media platforms and
sure.
Is available everywhere. Tell them where they can find you.
Yeah, I think pretty much everywhere, but here's a couple of easy ones. You could definitely get me at Khari Cabral Simmons. I can hold on here. I can try. I went into the hold on. I'm just gonna do the I'm typing it in so that people have it in the chat.
Okay.
Just so they because there's some couple of unique spellings in here. So there's one. I think I just sent that in. Okay, and then so there's that, and then also for anyone who's looking at the screen, if you're looking right there at my name, boom. If you look right there at that, if you do all that together .com, KhariCabralSimmons.com, that is going to also take you to my my website.
Okay, so I just put it in I just put it in the chat.
Good, great,
yes.
Great,
cool.
Yeah. So that's the way to follow me. But yeah, on Instagram, that's probably the really good way to follow me. And I have a lot more stuff coming up on Instagram. I'm going to be doing a lot more stuff on bass, and I'm also going to be not at your level per se or anything like that, but there's a couple of people that I want to interview and to also talk about love, like spirituality and positivity and using music for it and stuff like that. So I'll probably interview about 8 people, a limited thing to talk to a couple of musicians and have a little musician talk coming up. So yeah, so it'll be some fun stuff coming out this year.
Please let me know so I can post it and let everyone else know.
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, everybody loves you. I'm gonna let you know for sure because you got them all. So I'm gonna make sure I do that.
Khari, I do not. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Khari. Yes. I see. I see. I see.
So Khari, how did you get the name? What does the name mean? Does it mean something? What does Khari mean?
Oh yeah. So my dad named me after a man whose name is Amilcar Cabral, and Amilcar Cabral was a man who in what was then called the Guinea-Bissau, but is now really known. The region is all known as Cape Verde in Africa. Okay. So he's I guess you would say now he's a Cape Verdean who led a revolution against the Portuguese in that country in Africa. Okay. So he was a speaker you know, and just part of that 70s liberation that was going on when a lot of African countries were in the process of liberating themselves from, you know, the English, the Portuguese, the Dutch, and the French. So Amilcar Cabral was a freedom fighter, and he was assassinated 42 days before I was born. And I think my dad said to himself, if I have a son, I'm going to name him after him. So my middle name is Cabral for him, but his nickname from his people was Khari, which means king. So they used to call him Khari. So he named me Khari Cabral, and then my family's last name, Simmons.
I like that. I like that. Yeah.
Thank you.
And didn't know that we were connected. Y'all, I don't know everyone. I know some people. Okay, Khari, I know some people.
Okay.
People might think I know everyone. Well, I know a lot of people, but I don't know a lot of people. But there's someone that Khari. I was like, Khari, you know, I know your cousin. He was like, what?
Yeah, which? Yep.
Where? Like what? What state? And I was like, well, she's from San Antonio, Texas, but she lives in California. He was like, you know my cousin April.
Yeah. And that was it. Yep.
I was like, yes. And he says, April knows everybody. And I said, no. April knows everybody. And he says, yes, she knows every syllable of the word. Yes. April knows everybody.
Yeah. She is an important installment in the entertainment industry, without a doubt, and certainly the entertainment industry in Los Angeles.
Yes, I don't think that people know.
Without
I don't
question.
think they understand because she knows everybody.
Yeah, 100%. 100, and everybody loves her.
Everyone loves her. She's a lovable person. I love some April. Yeah.
Yes.
April is good people. Her and her sister, and I told you that her sister married a friend of mine, childhood friend Derek Edmondson. So yeah, they've been a part of the family for
right. So yeah, look at all this connection going on here.
Look at the connection. Never knew. When I walked up to him at the India.Arie concert, going, hey, who you?
Hey, you. I respond very well to hey you.
Yeah, he's like, she's like, hey, he was on stage going, what?
Yep. One hey you, and I'm all in. Easy. Yeah. That's all I had to be. So,
that's not how it went. I might have exaggerated, but I didn't say hey you. I would never say. I'd be like, hey, I'm sorry. Oh, you. Yeah.
Right. And it was a show in Austin?
It was a show in Austin at the Paramount Theater. Yeah.
All of a sudden, I am seeing it in my eyes. All of a sudden, I am seeing it. Yeah. Now, all of a sudden, I can see it. Now I can see the whole. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Boom. Now, was it in 19, right?
It was what?
Was it in 2019?
It was. Yeah, it was before pandemic.
Yeah. Right. It was her Worthy tour when we were in. Absolutely.
Because
100%. I remember that.
Opened for her, and I've interviewed Jameson Ross on my show. Yeah, Jameson Ross, and I met him that night, and then I called him up when I started my podcast, and I said, "Look, Jameson," he was like, "I kind of remember you," but he says, "I'm just going to do this interview because you're so excited." He says, "You're just excited to play my music, and you knew my music. You were excited to tell me that you heard my music," and he says, "I don't know who she is, but I'm gonna do this interview."
Yeah. Okay, Jameson Ross is brilliant, and he also produced the newest Avery Sunshine album.
I know it is
amazing.
That first song.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. I'm a huge fan of theirs as well and their music. But boy, this Jameson stuff that they did is fantastic.
Yeah, and they blackity black.
Yeah, and that
the blackity black. Yeah.
Yep. All of that. Yes, indeed.
Okay. Yes, this is.
Oh, yes.
Good, y'all. Thank y'all for joining us. This is Khari Cabral Simmons. I gotta get that Cabral right.
That's right. Yeah. Yes.
I want to go into another song. This one is very smooth and jazzy to me.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
And it is featuring Lindsay Webster.
Oh yeah.
Look at you, like
absolutely, Lindsay. Yes.
Lindsay.
Yeah.
Lindsay and Martin Kearns.
Oh yeah, Martin Kearns. He Marty did the engineering for that session.
Nice. Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
everyone, here is Heaven's Design right here on the Hot Pepper Show.
Just got home to your letter. It comes as no surprise. And I know that I could have done better. And I realize that something more you wanted from me, but I wouldn't comply. And I know that I could have done better. I was so occupied in my world with my things. You were feeling so alone. Now I'm ready to make a change, 'cause I know that you're my home, and I'm no good on my own. There is no one better than you for me. My heart must have been blind. And I know that I will wait for you. You're my heaven's design. Oh, there is nothing sacred, so it's said. I know that's a lie. If only I pay close attention to the tears in your eyes. I only hope it's not too late to try and make things right. If only I pay close attention, I wouldn't be lonely tonight. Oh yeah. In my world, with my things, you were feeling so alone. Oh, yeah.
Lindsay Webster.
Lindsay.
Lindsay Webster.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes,
I used
yes,
to
yes.
listen to her music back in the day. Yeah, she reminds me of
Yes.
a what is the lady from Dallas, Texas that plays the piano?
It's
Ah,
not Candace.
no, not Candace.
Diana
No, not
Krall
Diana Krall. She's from Dallas.
from Dallas and plays piano and sings.
Yeah, she had it wasn't a one hit wonder, but she came with an album and everyone was going crazy over it. But she really hasn't put too much stuff out. I can't think of her name. I
Hmm.
know someone's going to tell me who it is, but I
Yeah.
see her sitting at the piano with black hair, and I'm like, thank you, Nora Jones. Thank you. I knew Harmony
Oh,
liked
Nord. Yes, right. I didn't
I
know
was
Nord.
like,
I had no idea she was from Texas.
yeah. I was
Yeah.
like, what's
Okay. I
her
didn't
name?
realize that. Okay.
Yes. And
Okay.
I think Mr. Harmony and Live, you know who you are.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ron. He said he finally got here. He says, and also Ron brought to my attention something uh, that I'm going to mention to you right now. You're like,
Excellent. Yeah.
uh,
The Ron Smith.
the Ron Smith. He says that you
Oh
mentored
yeah.
one of his kids in his teen jazz fusion group, Audio Wolf.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes.
So, do you
You got
enjoy mentoring?
ah
You wish you could do more?
yes, and yeah.
Yeah.
I'm certainly at the point where I'm ready to do a lot more of it. Yeah.
Mm,
Actually. hmm
nice,
I am
nice.
actually exactly at that place right now. But but doing that for Ron is easy because he's Ron. Um,
Whatever
Getting
Ron
involved
asks
with
for,
his
you just
yeah,
do it.
yeah, exactly. And then of course when you meet the team of young people that he puts together around that band, it's you're in. What I mean, 3 minutes into talking to them, you would do whatever was
Yeah,
needed to help these young people, and with what he does with them, it's pretty great. So yeah,
yeah.
I
And it's
mean,
about
yeah,
paying it forward and instilling, sharing the wisdom that you have so it can go on instead of them not knowing how to do it or when to do it or there's a better way of doing it or just the knowledge that you have. So thank you for sharing
sure,
it with
sure, yeah. There's a lot to maneuver, and if you're lucky enough to have been around a good bit of it
me.
for a while, and you can share it
Yeah,
with or somebody wants to take advantage of what you've seen or experienced, then yeah, you should be willing to those who are willing to sort of share and share a
yeah,
lot.
yeah.
That's a good thing, and I certainly am. Yeah, but yeah,
It's true.
Ron's a great guy. Yeah,
Yes, he is. So he
yeah,
mentioned something on this post saying, "Did you tell us about the studio that you are in?"
yeah. The studio I'm in for Atlanta is actually it is a unique place, and it's set up interestingly. So the
Okay.
studio complex is called 800E Studios.
Okay.
It's been in Atlanta for I guess about 25 years now. Started by a hand about four engineers that opened this place, and I've been in here at different times in my life. So I recorded when I was touring with India, when she
Mm,
was in year two of her tour, and by year two, that would have been after her first Grammys, when she was nominated for seven, that sort of famous or infamous
mhm,
Grammys for her.
mhm.
So in that year, India, we did an American tour and a European tour. And I also signed my first record deal that year
Mm.
with Giant Step Records for the first Jiva record, which is
Right.
called Sun and Moon. And then in addition to that, I started recording that album there, and a room came available in the studio.
Mhm,
So I
mhm.
rented this. So I rented a space in here, and we basically recorded that record. But it's a complex where there are, like I gave you sort of a panoramic of the production
Yes.
room that I'm in. There are
Yes.
probably about seven production rooms like this
Oh wow.
in the building, and we all share a main tracking room where you could fit a small orchestra
Mm.
and record them in. It's a beautiful place, incredible studio, and my particular studio room is shared with an English-based producer called Daz IQ.
the head type. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yep, who worked for a lot of people in sort of the electronic dance scene,
Mhm.
in the sort of 2000s in London. And also I share it with the gentleman Rafael Pereira, who is Janelle Monáe's percussionist
Okay.
and
Okay.
also a proprietor of a couple of venues in Atlanta.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's an amazing place. If anyone's ever in Atlanta, any musicians, you definitely want to check it out.
You want to check it out? Okay.
Yeah, it's an amazing studio.
Nice. Well, thank you. Thank you for all this history and the information that you shared with us. I'm so glad that you took the time and answered the call and took the
Of
threat.
course. Yes, that last part especially there. Yep. Yep. I respond
To the
I respond to
indirect,
threats well.
the indirect threat. I
Yes,
will say
yes,
it was indirectly.
the indirect. Yes, yes. But no, there was no way I was not going to show up for you. And I'm
Thank
thankful for you even having me here and inviting me to speak for a moment or two. It's been
you. You're welcome.
fantastic. So thank you for that, Pepper.
You're welcome. I'm glad that you enjoyed it, and everyone. Oh, let me tell you guys because I'm going to play one last song by you, but I need
Woo.
to tell you guys who is coming up in the next few weeks.
Mhm.
On this coming Monday, March the 18th, his name is Peter Jericho. He is from Cameroon, by way of he stays in Chicago, and beautiful music. It's Afro beats, and people need to know about him. He's really good, really really good singer. Produce, writes, yeah, all of that. Peter Jericho, and then on April the 1st, Sean Morissette. He is out of Canada, and he's an actor. He's a singer. He's a hip hop. He's been in movies with Vin Rames. So he's going to be my guest on April the 1st. April the 8th is The Soul of Daniel. Daniel is out of California. And Daniel is everything. He's producer, writer, actor, singer, anything and everything. The Soul of Daniel is the guy. April the 15th is Algebra. Yes, Algebra is going to be on the Hot Pepper Show. On the 22nd of April is Alex Harris. He will have a new album dropping that April 15th weekend, but he's going to be here April the 22nd. And April the 29th, drum roll, please. Drum roll. World-renowned bassist Gerald Beasley. Hands up. Yes, Gerald Beasley will be on the Hot Pepper Show. Yes. So always open to artists, you guys. I tell you to email me at hotpeppershow@gmail.com. My ears are always open to bring artists on here who have something to give to the world, because it's important what you are saying and playing and doing. And it helps the vibration and the energy, and just for everything because we gotta come together. I don't know what we're doing. We live in la la land at times. So I think I believe music is healing and music is important. I really do. I believe it's important what you hear and what you listen to and what you take in. So that's why I use this platform to introduce you to artists who need to be heard, and you need to hear them. So I thank you again. I'm here every Monday, 7 p.m. Central, and check out thehotpeppershow.com, my website. And also, I am trying to get 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. I need your help. I need your help. I need your help. So share, subscribe to my channel. It is free. It's on YouTube. If you don't think of YouTube, go to my website, The Hot Pepper Show. Click on the YouTube live link, and it'll take you straight to my YouTube channel. There are two podcasts. One is The Hot Pepper Show TV on YouTube. The other one is Four Corners with Pepper Thomas. That's on YouTube also. So subscribe to both of those. Trying to get the subscriptions up. The Four Corners with Pepper Thomas we're trying to do twice a month, and it's going to be like a pop-up show. So that's why you need to subscribe and hit the notification bell, so you will know that when we go live, you will be informed. And if you miss it, you can go back and watch it. And this video will be up as soon as I hit end. It is on YouTube as we speak, and you'll be able to go back and share with everyone and tell them what a great interview they missed, because this was some hot stuff tonight with the hotness by Khari Cabral Simmons, April Simmons' cousin.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, more famously, April's cousin. Yes.
April's cousin. Y'all, he
Yeah.
April's cousin. Y'all need to
Yep,
know
yep.
April. Y'all don't know April.
There you
Well,
go.
you know Khari.
Yeah.
As long as you
There
know
you go.
Khari, you know April.
There you go. Yeah.
So any holla at yous, any shout outs that you want to say before we leave? Because the last song that I'm going to play is going to be, it sounds like a song. I don't know what the song is. But the song is I Believe.
Oh, yeah, sure.
It sounds like
yeah.
something in the 80s for some reason, but I just can't.
Yeah.
Get my
There's a
finger.
couple things that I'm going to help you out with that, because I am sort of like unapologetically and almost a bit obvious in the people that I borrow from. And in that one, I feel like it's two people. The one that's lesser known is the drummer Lenny White and his band called 29 that came out in the early 80s. Lenny White was the drummer for like Chick Corea, Stanley Clarke, and Return to Forever and all of that, but he did a funk band, and it very much so has that. And then also, of course, there's a Spirit of the Patrice Rushen album that we all that's
You know what?
there you go, that's the one you were
Yes, and,
Yep.
and she popped
Yep.
in my brain, and I was like,
Yep.
no. And then I went to SOS. I was like, no, it's not SOS. I was like, what is it?
Right. I'm not mad at any of these places that you're going to, though.
Yeah.
I'll take any of those. But yeah, some of that energy. But yeah, I Believe, that was one with that's Cleveland singing. It's Cleveland, Brenda Nicole Moore, who's another great artist here in Atlanta, and Artia Lockett, who is one of the soprano who sings. She sings soprano for Anita Baker.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Okay.
Yep. So yeah, but thank you very much. I mean, always have to show love to my people, especially India, without whom we would not have had the chance to do all this. So I'm glad
Exactly.
in India bringing so much of the world to me. So I'm always thankful for her for that. And she's gonna start doing some dates soon. So maybe before long we'll get to see you again in Austin.
Let me know. I'll be calling, going, look, you coming to Austin? He gonna be like, okay, Pepper, I got you.
There you go. That's right. That's
Got
right.
you.
Just throw a little threat in there, and I'll get back to you a little sooner than usual.
Indirectly.
Indirect, yeah.
An indirect threat. Yeah. It'll be like also Shannon Sanders.
Oh yeah, that's my dude.
I know Shannon. I've interviewed Shannon on my radio show. Yeah, I love Shannon.
Shannon.
He
Shannon's
texted me the other
the
day.
best.
He's in Tennessee doing something with a radio station and
Doing
Texas
everything.
stuff.
Yeah.
Doing everything.
He's Shannon's doing everything. But yeah, he's been India's music director for many, many years. I was very lucky to have spent as much time with him as I did, just musically and personally. That's a great dude. He's like a brother to me. Yeah. I miss him.
Yeah. He's a good guy. Good guy.
He's a great guy.
Okay, so Patrice mentioned. Wait, which album in particular were you talking about?
Tell them to stay right there. I'm going to look it up. It's going to
and let you know.
I'm about to get the exact album title for you. I wish we had some Jeopardy music for the people, but there you go. Straight from the Heart. That's the title of the record.
Straight from the Heart. Okay.
Yeah, Straight from the Heart. Yep, that one.
Cool.
Which I love. And I love Freddie Washington, the bass player on it. And so I'm sort of homaging him a bit there when I think about it.
So at any time that you see someone that you forget their name?
I've done that before.
So how do you get out of it? How do you get through it? How do you make it?
Here's the thing. I don't even know how I get through it, but a lot of the time, if I forget their name, I am so from like the center of my heart, probably beaming through my face, genuinely happy to see them, even though like a name escapes me in the moment. So, sometimes it's that. So sometimes the warmth sort of overshadows yes. So usually that's how I think. But maybe they walk away being like, I couldn't even remember my name. trying to thinking a hug was gonna make it all. I noticed.
Because matter of
So,
fact, he hugged me and then he went
yeah.
on to the other
Yeah. Hey, you. Ah. Yeah. Some of that. Yeah. All that. They were like, I know what a hey. I know what the long hey you is. Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey
Exactly.
you for 2 measures. Hey you. Yeah. 8 counts of hey you. Something's wrong. Yeah.
Or what
Yeah.
you do, this is another way you could do it. When you know they're coming toward you, right? And you have someone else with you, because I believe in introducing people. Like if I have someone with me, I introduce people. I'm not gonna have I don't like it when you're somewhere and then you're standing there and they're having a conversation and no one introduces you. I think that's rude. So if I think that I might have forgot your name, I will turn around and say, hey, this person is coming toward me. I don't remember who they are. So what I want you to do is you talk to them first and say, hi, my name is so-and-so. And they'll say, hi, my name is so-and-so. And then they get to me and I'll go, how you doing? Jeff, it's been a
Yes.
long time since I've seen you. Yeah, that's one way to do it.
That's the one. Lean in with the introduction.
Yes.
That's it. Yep. Okay. All right.
That's it. So remember that, Khari.
Yeah, I will. That one I will remember.
They're going to be like, you
Excellent.
must know Pepper. Did Pepper tell you to do that?
Yeah. Put me on Pepper game.
Like,
That's right.
that's how you do it. So,
yeah.
Pause Art said, you're the best. Thank you so much for passing some knowledge and wisdom. Yes, thank you, Khari. Yes.
My pleasure.
Yes.
Totally.
And Monique
totally.
is here from Atlanta. And
okay, we'll take some Monique from Atlanta.
We hear, you hear. But Monique, you can go back and watch the show because we're about to leave. So
yes,
check it out.
It's been such a blast, though. Thank you, Pepper.
It's been a blast. I have so enjoyed this, everyone. This is Khari Cabral Simmons, and check out his website. It is Khari Cabral
It's
Simmons.
KhariCabralSimmons.com.
Okay, that is the website, and you'll enjoy it because he's standing there like this, y'all.
Yeah, right. Very 70s album cover with the coat. Yeah, exactly.
He's in the middle of that area in LA where the trees, whatever drive that is with the trees, and he's like,
yes, that's right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Little what was that? Little Seattle coastline.
Yes, the Seattle coastline.
Like, there you go.
Yeah, he's standing all in the middle of that.
Yeah, all in the middle of it. Yes, thanks for that.
So everyone, thank you again. I will go back and listen. Thank you, Monique. You guys, I think, Khari, you are always welcome on the Hot Pepper Show. Please come back when you have some other things out and some stuff going on, and especially about the interview that you're going to do with a different artist about spirituality. Please.
Oh yeah, I will. Yeah. I will let you know because that'll be coming up in the fall.
Okay. Sounds good, everyone. This is I Believe. Check it out, y'all. Enjoy.
Thank you.
is what we must achieve in this life. In this life. Thank you guys. See you on next Monday. Have a great week. Bye-bye.